The Siegfried Idyll is a genius piece. It's incredibly imaginative and actually the shortest piece I know by Wagner. And so it's really amazing to hear all these colors. But then we wanted to frame Wagner not in a context where we make him smaller, but in a context where we let all aspects transparently bloom, I think. And I think Pavel Haas would have been very happy to have been played here last night and to have been taken on tour. The piece is not played that much yet, but it's a wonderful piece. And I think the Mendelssohn Octet, composed by the 14-year-old Mendelssohn, also is a wonderful color to frame the great Siegfried Idyll by Wagner.
It's a really interesting experience because actually my violin was always a historical instrument, like as in it was made in 1700. But the strings and the setup were not this way. And so in order to look at how things were made and set up on the instruments back then, it changes the sound completely, especially to play in gut strings, and also with the Mendelssohn Octet, which suddenly a new world of colors and sounds opens up into your mind and into your ears, and so you hear a very different reality of the music.
It's been amazingly inspiring performing and rehearsing and recording in such a historic place. Playing on historical instruments, or more specifically for the string instruments playing on gut strings, really kind of reframes the way that we think about playing. Gut strings were played for much longer in music history than we generally give it credit for. We think of historical performance as a Baroque and classical thing, but it was really World War I and just supply chain issues that caused people to start playing on steel strings. And so it really reframes how we think about Mendelssohn and Wagner and these kind of limitations that the equipment puts on you. And it pushes you to explore different kind of emotional and creative outlooks.
From in 2025 back to this, I think it's also, it makes us very humble, and it brings the truth in the score, and I think it brings something to the music. But for sure, as a musician and for the interpretation, it opens a very, very big way, and it opens the curiosity, which is, I think, one of the most important facts when we are a musician.
Pavel Haas, who was murdered 2 days after finishing this piece, he composed it in Theresienstadt and then was brought to Auschwitz and killed there 2 days later. So I think history is what it is, but that we can show it in a kind of new transparency.